Triad. We love you.
And
like a sister to me. I had it hard in high school, I was awkward and weird. She was my only friend. Thanks, Cho.
Every moment is the past. Looking ahead is fruitless, like a spell that can't be cast. And yet I try. Rebecca Ray, bringing the heavy notes on bass.
Red strings of fate that connect to others. I'd sever them all if I had my druthers. What does it add in this charcoal life but agony, hindrance, and perpetual strife? Sharpening like a blade on a venerable whetstone. I've made the decision to just be alone. I'll commit this severance to finally be free. Cut away the baggage it's worsened by my own hand. We're blessed with former Glamour member Mimi Park tonight. There's no better rhythm guitar out there. such a shock? Is it really a surprise that I totally flipped out when confronting all your lies? Yeah, I threw your clothes out into the busy street, and the flowers that you brought were crushed under my feet. Holy water won't save you from the lashing of my tongue, and a priest will only bear witness to your bell getting rung. I'm not possessed by a demon, so discard the fetishism. You'll be better with the devil, and I don't need an exorcism. The scratches on your face will heal, the thrown vase will leave a knot. You're lucky I'm holding back instead of giving all I've got. Shrieking like a banshee for the love that you have spurned. You need to leave right now or end up like the gifts I burned. Holy water won't save you from the lashing of my tongue, and a priest will only bear witness to your bell getting rung. I'm not possessed by a demon, so discard the fetishism. You'd be better with the devil, and I don't need an exorcism. Better to cross the devil than break a woman's heart. I don't care about excuses, so don't even try to start. I'm not possessed by a demon, so discard the fetishism. You'll be better with the devil, and I don't need an exorcism. From within these bars, forged from confidence shattered, from trying and failing and innocence scattered. Getting out is more difficult than getting inside. It requires the want, requires some
it can hurt, but it also defends those rendered enough. But looking outside, do I want to be free? The cage does not open for anybody but me. Anybody but me. Never listening to others, always aloof if not rude, maintaining my independence with an unsympathetic attitude. A ring on my finger, oh please, that's not my style. Asking another for their opinion, it was never worthwhile. But you crossed my path like an unlucky black cat, majestic and beautiful, and my heart stopped just like that. Previous inability
playing piano and singing. Me, Sagong Eun-Kyung. Nothing lasts forever. Everything ceases to exist, reduced to carbon atoms fighting to persist. Concrete crumbles to sand, memories fade from minds. Names are forgotten like mother's nursery rhymes. When the dark takes us into that baleful night, the world continues turning, though we're gone from sight. Actions don't really matter in the tapestry of time. Lives are over quickly, like a winter's frozen winter's rhyme. Winter's rhyme. There's a small window. Our existence can be viewed, just a fleeting passing moment, then justice returned. So try to make winter's rhyme. This ride never endlessly sweet informs others of the deed, and not one but two parts found lying in a heap. I try to explain the situation, but let the songbird dispute. When you come back, you'll find a dark and rotten fruit. A dark and rotten fruit. The shower head spits on me like everyone I meet, while I hug both knees in the tub like a seed. Steam begins to rise like smoke from a fire. What's left of me is wreckage, aftermath of desire. Black mascara runs and circles the drain, obsessing over thoughts that only bring me pain. I'm so disingenuous, afraid to be seen. Disingenuous, because I'm so obscene. Disingenuous, no one loves me 'cause I'm not disingenuous. Beneath this fair facade, sitting completely naked, without armor of black lace, washing off the makeup that conceals my true face. Looking at the razor I used to shave my legs, it could cut more than hair, get my mind from the dregs. Red tinged water runs and circles the drain, obsessing over thoughts that only bring me pain. I'm so disingenuous, afraid to be seen. Disingenuous, I'm just too obscene. Disingenuous, no one loves me 'cause I'm not disingenuous. I'm disingenuous. One day I'll be happy, one day I'll find someone, one day not afraid to be myself for once.
about this concert. We want to thank those special people to us: Cassandra Knox, Sleepy Goblin, Gerald, Dean, Ray, B. Wills, and everyone who has supported us or listened to us.